the slot, shooting shot! Marlies scores for Toronto! It's line to deep left field, and that's a game winner. And he got it, and there he goes, inside the 10 to 5. Oh, the play of the year in the NFL!
Hello everyone, and welcome to the post-game rundown from the Marlies game I attended back on January 4th, 2026 against the Leigh Valley Phantoms. So before we get to this, I want to watch you guys to please leave a like as video, scratch out video, hit notifications, leave your comments down below if you guys any thoughts game went to. You guys are at the game, any thoughts and feelings you guys are general on this post-game rundown. Feel free to take questions below, let you guys on there. Alright guys, let's just get into it, yeah? This was an interesting game. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. You know what? This game was kind of just an interesting game before I get into any of the scoring. But I have good news, though. At least this time I was able to stay the whole game. We didn't have any problems this time. We didn't have to leave early, so that's a thumbs up. But unfortunately, the game was pretty brutal. It was pretty atrocious. Now, I'm going to say this. The first two periods weren't too bad, but the third period... yikes. Anyways, we're just going to get straight into it. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. Also, no text going forward in the future for the post games. I already mentioned that, so no text going forward. It's just going to make it. It's just, I don't really want to do text. Like, if nobody's going to watch it anyways, kind of no point. So just so you guys know, just try to picture it in your mind. Anyways, let's just get into it. And the final score in this game, and unfortunately, Toronto Marlies would end up laying a pretty big egg in this game, and they ended up playing pretty rough this afternoon. And yes, I'm doing this at night, the night after the night. You know, it's still the day of. You know what I mean. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get straight into it. I'm not gonna waste any time. And the final score in this game this afternoon, the Marlies ended up taking the loss of this game. Of course, just the only time I leave early. I just have terrible luck. I always lose at Coca-Cola Coliseum. The only time I've seen them win, like the whole time I was there, was at Scotiabank. And I wish I went to the game on Saturday. Anyways, the final score would be the Leigh Valley Phantoms 6 and Toronto Marlies 1. At least they got a goal. At least they got a goal. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just defense was brutal. I mean, the shots in total, actually, Marlies were out shooting them. They got 30 shots, 1 goal on 30 shots. Not good enough. And then the Leigh Valley Phantoms got 6 goals on only 23 shots. They played a lot better than the Marlies for sure offensively, at least with the goals anyway. Shots, I don't know. You can debate on that a little bit, but definitely the goals definitely went to the Phantoms. Anyways, guys, we're going to get straight to the score. I'm going to do this really fast. It's going to be mostly Phantom goals, unfortunately. That's how it is when you lose 6-1. It's going to be mostly for the other team. Anyways, guys, get into the first period play, and unfortunately, obviously, it kind of makes sense. The Phantoms would get the first goal of this game. I guess you get, guys, Cooper Morardi. Fourth last season assist by Phil Tomasino. Oh, really? Tomasino's there in the minors? Oh, that's cool. Phil Tomasino. And yeah, that made 1-0 Phantoms. You know, it is what it is. You know, it happens. Gave the first goal. It's a pretty nice shot. I think that was the one that was like top shot, went up the bar, went in. You know, it is what it is. 5:38 in the period, 1-0 Phantoms. But we would not be done with the scoring yet in the first period, and luckily, after like a long time, next goal becoming 17:33, so closer to the end of the period, the Toronto Marlies would at least have an answer for that first goal against the Leigh Valley Phantoms, and then we get the next goal in this game. And guess who again, guys? Mark Johnstone with the 6th on the season, assisted by Michael Pizzetta. Finally got to see him play with the blue and white for one of the teams. And 6 on the year for Johnstone. And that tied up 1-1. Really good. 17:33 in the period. Really good for Johnstone. You know, I think he's a pretty good player. I mean, 6. I don't know if I think he's a pretty good player. I mean, honestly, I think he is anyways. But yeah, that was a good goal, and it just sneaked right by him. I'm like, literally, he had no idea. Like the Phantoms goalie, he was really good, but that was the one puck that he couldn't get. I mean, that's the one shot he couldn't get. This one, this puck, he had no idea. Like it just snuck in there. I'm telling you, right off his shoulder, just snuck in there. That was awesome. That tied the game 1, and that'd be a score at the first. Actually, not too bad. You're in a tie game. I didn't really feel that bad at that point, but yeah, I mean, 1-1. No, not bad. Anyways, going to the second period display. There'll only be 1 goal in this period, becoming obviously for the Leigh Valley Phantoms. This ended up being the game-winning goal, so the Marlies actually would end up getting a power play before this goal, too. And then the Phantoms would get a chance. They get pretty much, I think, yeah, it was pretty much a 2-on-1. And they would get the next goal short end, and I guess you would get, guys, Oliver Bonk with his first on the season, assisted by Leigh Peterson. Short-handed goal, and 13-32 into the period, and there's your game winner. 2-1 Phantoms at the time. I didn't know that at the time, yeah. Yeah, 2-1 Phantoms. It would have been nice to just stay 2-1 for the rest of the game, but unfortunately that couldn't happen. But, yeah, that was a really nice goal. And also, he got drafted a couple years ago by Philly as well. I don't know why he hasn't played in the NHL. He only played one game in the NHL. I mean, that definitely rang a bell, though. When I knew him, like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that guy definitely rings a bell. Yeah, he did get drafted by the Flyers a couple years ago. Well, 3 years ago almost now. So, we'll see if he gets the NHL. I kind of hope he does. That was a really nice shot. Yeah, that made it 2-1. That'd be a score after the second period. 2-1 Phantoms. Again, not terrible. Could be better. It could be worse. I mean, the Marlies, again, this period, I said it, I think, after I was leaving the arena. They had so many chances. I mean, I thought they for sure would have put it in at least a second one in this game. Like, they could have taken the lead. They could have taken a 2-1 lead. They had at least two or three glorious chances where they couldn't do it. They just couldn't put it in. It's just so frustrating. But, anyways, guys, going to move on to the third period. And we got a bunch of goals. Obviously, it's all for the Phantoms. I'm not even going to bother with the text. Anyways, guys, we're going to do this as quickly as possible. So, obviously, every goal is going to be for the Phantoms. Next one's going to the Phantoms, obviously. This one coming only 3:14 in the period. And then we get the next one, and they would be scored by Carson Dorwat. Carson Dorwat, fifth on the season. This is by Leigh Peterson again. And Tucker Robertson. That made it 3-1 Phantoms. You know, this is a tough one. I don't really remember that one, but yeah. Next goal. So I make it 3-1. Then next one, 8:35 in the period. It would be scored by Alexis Gendron. Alexis Gendron, 6 on the season, no unassisted. Yeah, unassisted. That make it 4-1. Next goal, 11:02 into the period. Yeah, they scored those two really fast. Next goal, Phantoms, 11:02 into the period. I guess you get, guys, Leigh Peterson finally gets a goal, 12th on the season, unassisted, 5-1. And also, I want to say with this goal especially, I realized this period as well, that the Phantoms announcer, the broadcaster, was right there, like pretty much right beside the box that we were in. And I actually heard him say, he's in on a breakaway, and he scores! It was really quiet, but I could hear him. I could hear him say, he scores! And I looked at him, and as soon as, I knew, I literally, I was, looking at him as soon as that the Leigh Peterson goal was a breakaway goal. As soon as I saw him going on a breakaway, I actually looked at him. I was looking at him. He scored the goal. It was perfect. I had a feeling he was going to score. I literally knew. It was almost yeah, for sure he's scoring this. He scored it. And he went crazy. That announcer, that's just hilarious. I just thought I'd do that as a fun fact. But yeah, 5-1. Final goal of the game, 17:55 in the period. And yep, this would be the dagger. It's already over at this point. I already knew the Marlies weren't going to come back at this point. Garrett Wilson, third on the season. Assisted by Oliver Bonk, Oscar Eklund. Yeah, Eklund, I guess. Yeah, that make it 6-1, and there's your final 6-1. Awful, just awful defensively, and offensively, you had your chances. You just couldn't bury them. 3 stars of the game, they're all going to the Phantoms. Alexis Gendron would get the third start. Goal and assist. Leigh Peterson had a really good game. A goal and 2 assists for the second star. And the first star is going to go to the goalie, Alexei Kolosov. Yeah, Alexei Kolosov. He made 30 saves. I don't know. No, shots against. 29 saves. He made 29 saves. Yeah, 29 saves. He did really good. Other than that fluky one that we got, he was great. You got to give that guy a lot of credit. He was awesome. But overall thoughts, I'm not going to make it too long. He pretty much did the same thing as last time. We walked around and stuff. And, I wasn't sure if we were actually going to get the box again, but I'm actually surprised that they still had it. So that was pretty cool. Got to go in the box again. That was really awesome. Loved the box. But yeah, went down for the fist bumps. This time was really tough. There was a lot more kids this time, and I felt old doing that, guys. I would be a little cautious. Maybe just do that at your own risk. Just depends. Maybe if I went with Big Canes guy, maybe I wouldn't feel as old. Maybe. Big Canes guy. Yeah, I gotta get used to that name change. Shout out to you, by the way. Appreciate all your tips for all this stuff with the warm-ups and all that. I appreciate that. I'm learning. I'm getting better. So I got like 3 fist bumps. I'm pretty sure, I look back, it looked like actually Andrew Shaw, the captain. It's Andrew Shaw, right? Oh, no, sorry. No, that's the guy who played for Chicago, sorry. What's his name? Logan Shaw, right? Logan Shaw? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to confirm it. He's the captain for the Marlies. He literally reached out, though, and he actually gave me one. So I got to respect whatever his name, Logan Shaw, I think. Yeah, Logan Shaw. Absolute W. Love that guy. Logan Shaw, if you're somehow watching this, I thank you. Shout out to Logan Shaw today because you know what? He at least made an effort for me, so I appreciate it. I got three. Considering I got 3, so I didn't do too bad, honestly. Yeah, then we walked around the concourse. I love the way the concourse looks, though. I gotta be honest, for minor league arena, it looks really good. I actually really like it. I like the old school lights again. Like, it's so cool. Cold Coliseum is such a cool arena, I'm telling you. And it's actually, like, for a minor league, no, it's a really cool arena. Like, considering what it is and the situation that happened last time, I still have a lot of respect for it. It's a great arena, great facility for the Marlies, considering it's over 100 years old. It's really good. It almost reminds me of Wrigley Field of hockey, so it's really cool. I love it. It's like Wrigley Field of the AHL, so it's really awesome. Love it. It's like one of the classic buildings. You gotta go see it. It's almost like that. It's almost like just it reminds me of Wrigley Field. It actually really does. The concourse especially reminds me of Wrigley Field, so it's really cool. And yeah, I went down Frampton's warm-ups, and actually there was a puck that came near me, but I obviously knew the player was gonna give it to the kids, obviously, so I didn't even bother getting it. Like, there was like 2 of them beside me. They were trying to get the puck, fighting for the puck. Oh my god, that was hilarious. And I went so we watched the game and then just watched them get blown out. Just a tough game for the Marlies. But you know what? Can't win them all, right? But anyways, guys, I'm just going to wrap it up. No text again, guys. I'm not going to edit this, so you guys are just going to see it just like this, the way I'm filming it right now. So, other than the like and subscribe stickers, I still got to do those. But anyways, that's going to do it. So, I hope you guys enjoy. I want you guys to please leave a like and subscribe. And better luck next time to me. I just have bad luck in that building. Even when I leave early, they win the one time I leave early, then after they friggin' lose again, as per usual. Per usual, right, in that building. Scotiabank, I'm fine. But in friggin' Coca-Cola, still can't find a win. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it, guys. All right, day, guys. I'll see you guys next time. So, let's go Marlies, I guess. But also, just want to say congratulations to Austin Matthews. Get rid of that. Congratulations to Austin Matthews on getting your the most goals, at least franchise history, passing Matt Sundin against the Isles. I hate that we lost that game, but you know what? Gotta respect number 34, Austin Matthews. I had to rep him. After the game on Saturday. That was awesome. So congratulations, Austin Matthews. I hope they do a ceremony for him on Tuesday. I think he deserves a nice little tribute. And yeah, sorry, Matt Sundin. This guy just passed you. It was gonna happen. It was only a matter of time. But Matthew's been playing really good recently, so you gotta give him a lot of credit right now. But anyways, guys, that's what do, guys. So have a good day, guys. I'll see you guys next time. So go Leafs, go, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Double. Peace out.
And there's some of that Vladdy power. Did he get enough of it? He sure did. Brought it in.